Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Retro Magazines and Patterns. My name is Sophie, and today I am going to flip through another Old-Time Crochet Magazine. This one is from the fall of 2001, but it had some really cute vintage patterns in here that I thought everyone might enjoy. So let's get into it and see what they've got. Okay, so again, this is from 2001, so it's a little more modern, but I mean, I'm going to call it vintage because it's more than 20 years old, and a lot of these patterns are from further back than 2001. Okay, the first pattern we have here is the Old World Charm bedspread. This one is a skill level of intermediate, and it does look like it has sizes all the way from single to king, which is nice because you don't always see king size in these. But it does call for quite a bit of crochet yarn. Sorry if you hear my cat meowing. He's on the prowl today. Um, but it does call for size 10, 1,000 yards per ball, so you're going to need anywhere between 9 to 14 on this one. But that's a nice, pretty simple bedspread throw. It's got a really nice classic look to it. I kind of like this red velvet too, burgundy velvet. And here's the remainder of the pattern. It does look like it continues a bit more on page 13, so I'll point that out when we get there. Okay, here is a Highland fling rug. So this is crochet. What kind of pattern? I don't know if you have to do some weaving in here or not. It does look like maybe some surface crochet to make these little plaid lines, but that's pretty, and you could really do that in a lot of colors. I like a classic tartan, so like blues, greens, golds, that kind of color scheme, but that's pretty as well. And then we have an ad here for Annie's Crochet Club, which I wish was still around because I would love to get these things in the mail. Here is a really pretty vintage charm antique doily, and I like this one. And if you look closely, you'll see that it has little tiny heart buttons because it does call for gold-edged pearl heart charms or shank buttons. So that's cute, but you honestly don't need those to make this as cute as it is. You can barely see them, in my opinion, as it is, but if you wanted to add them, that's a cute little way to add an extra touch. But the whole pattern is these 2 pages. It ends here. Flip the page. Okay, so this is the remainder of the Old World Charm bedspread here. Over here is the Queen's Taste doily. This is an advanced level. So this pattern is going to be for those of you out there that have some experience making doilies. Again, I've mentioned it before, but I don't have very much experience with making doilies at all. So I would have to put this on the back burner while I practiced on a few others. It does say that this pattern is from 1939. It's a lovely, it's very lovely. Pickle, stop. Okay, here we have the Spanish tile table runner, which is actually very cool. I like it. What are the colors that they used? I'm just curious. It said they used dark color and a light color, so they don't specifically say what the colors in there are. But a Spanish tile table runner, maybe like a golden yellow and a blue would be really nice, or maybe like a dark orange, something like that. But that's very pretty, and this is the entirety of the pattern. So it looks like there are just the 2 motifs, and then you're going to stitch those together. We do have some swap society, so this again is for people who are looking for hard to find patterns, hoping somebody will come along and answer their prayers finding them. Okay, over here is a nice vertical stripes and squares Afghan pattern. So this looks like a granny square Afghan, but just done a little bit differently, maybe pieced together with these nice long stripes. This is very pretty. I love the colors that they used, and the stitch definition in this yarn is really great. And it does say it's a worsted weight, berry, cameo rose, and pale rose. It says it did use Coates and Clark Red Heart Classic. So yeah, I mean, this looks beautiful for just like a simple Red Heart yarn. But that's a really nice granny square Afghan. I know granny squares are super popular and everyone enjoys making them, and this would be a great way to use those in a little bit of a different way. Peacocks and pineapples doily. That's really gorgeous. I like that a lot. These peacock stitches, that's really pretty. Okay, and so this would be the entirety of the peacocks and pineapples doily pattern. Here we have Kiss the Cook hot mats. Those are really cool. I like those. Let's see, it is crochet and uses cotton yarn size 10. And it does look variegated. And this is a quick little pattern too. Just different sizes. Here is a clutch bag from the 1940s. So it says that the pattern was popular in the 1940s. But these are very pretty. I like the little flower details on that. And just like a cute little wristlet or a clutch, something that you can throw in your phone and a chapstick, your keys, and you're ready to go. So this is the entirety of this pattern, these 2 pages, and this is the remainder of the vertical vertical strips and squares Afghan. Over here we have a nice little kind of newer take on a doily, a reversible star doily. So that looks like a lot of fun. It does say the skill level is intermediate. It looks advanced, but an intermediate crocheter could probably do this just as easily. And that's very neat. It says that they work vertical stitches under vertical bars, work horizontal stitches and top loops only of chain stitches between vertical bars. Okay, so that's how you're going to get that interesting double tone, two-tone look. Tatting talk for any of you tatters out there. So they have some cute little motifs in here, and it looks like they actually did include the patterns for those there as well. I'd like to see something like tatting become a little bit more popular. I think it has a lot of applications in the craft universe. I think you could find a lot of places to use it. I really liked this set, the Glengarry Heart and Scarf set from a 1939 publication. And I just think this is so darling. Like, you don't see things that look quite like this anymore. You don't see patterns like this anymore. But I do think it would translate for the right person. That hat and little ascot would look so nice. And the whole pattern fits on these 2 pages. It ends over here. So it's not a long pattern. I think that would be really great. And just the honeycomb stitching here, juxtaposed with the striping, that's a really nice set. That would look lovely in just almost any color, really. Oh, lovebird curtains, some filet crochet. Now, I really like these. Our family just recently moved from the city to country when we live on a little farm now. And we have this kitchen window that looks out over the valley, and it's a beautiful, beautiful view. But when the sun is setting, it's a lot of light, and we definitely need some kind of curtains. And when I saw these, I thought I might give that a try because it's not quite that big of a window. So I don't think I'd need to make them super big, but I like these. I think they're very cute. And again, the pattern right here, 1 page, I believe it'll have, yeah, graphs on the next page here. Right here is the graph. So, oh, and it says there's more graphs coming up, so we'll find more of those, but that's cute. Oh, the Coronation Braid doily. That is very pretty. As much as I haven't made any doilies, I've definitely never made any with the full cloth center. So that would be another another technique to learn. But this is actually very, very beautiful. I like that. And I love the colors. I like that mint and the white. But even more, I enjoy the pattern. I think it's beautiful, but I also like that they have the story about the coronation braid included with the pattern here. So on my Patreon, where I upload all of my patterns, all the ones that you see in here, they'll be on Patreon. I'll actually include the little article here with this pattern. So if you're interested in reading more about that, it'll be available there. And here's the rest of the pattern for the faux coronation braid. And here is the last graph for the lovebird curtains. And we have more Swap Society here and some crochet credits over here. It says that Anna Mae Loader made this one down here. It said this was easy to crochet and became a good seller. It's very pretty. And this is really pretty too, by Dolores Smith. It's a placemat. That's a pretty placemat. Holiday hot mats. How nice is this for Thanksgiving? Does that not just look like if you were going to be inspired by a turkey to make a hot mat? I like that. That's very pretty though. I like that. And then here's some different colors for like Christmas. The white, red, and green. That's pretty too. And this is the entirety of that pattern. Oh, over here we have an ad for the Creative Girls Club. That's cute. If you were trying to get your little one into it, or maybe you were a member of the Creative Girls Club when you were a kid 20 years ago, 25 years ago. An ad for the Crochet Renaissance, not banquet, what is it called? A conference, I think. This one was in Indiana, I believe it said. Yeah, Indianapolis, sorry. Indianapolis, Indiana. So then over here we have some of our classifieds. I don't see those very often anymore. And we have the stitch guide, which again is always important to have, especially when you have a bunch of vintage patterns. So it's nice to have those. And this ad for, it looks like plastic canvas, but I think it might just be more moldable cross stitch fabric. Those are cute. I like those little containers. Okay, and here's some instructions for the crochet stitches too. And they have a whole bunch of them there. Those are nice. And then the end. That is the end of this issue, Old-Time Crochet Autumn 2001. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you are enjoying these videos, please let me know. Let me know if there's anything you're going to be making out of these videos. I'd love to see it. Also, let me know if there's anything you're looking for. If there's anything that you guys want to see, just comment below and I will go through my treasure trove of patterns and see what I can come up with. But please consider subscribing and giving the video a like if you enjoyed it. That really does help as I'm trying to grow the channel a bit. But until the next one, I will see you guys later. Bye.